We are here for the live draft. We are here. First of all, let's mute that. Excuse me. Let's go. Comments. Let's bring it all. So we are here for the mock draft. Now we got the Scott Fish Bowl. We got the rules going on. Super flex, 1 super flex, 3 flex, 3 wide receiver spots. Everything else is the same. 13 rounds, and we are going to be underway very shortly. I'm just waiting on one message right now. Just one. What up, my dude? The icon is in the building. Let's get it, my dude. It doesn't look like I'm going to get this message in time, so we're just going to get straight to business. We are going to jump right into this mock draft. This mock draft, again, I'm going to say for you guys who are just joining, it's the Scott Fish Bowl rules. We're doing 3 wide receiver spots. We're doing 1 super flex, no kickers, no defense, and we're going to be underway right about now. Hopefully everybody is in here. So I'm going to be drafting off my phone so people don't see who I'm eyeing up, who I'm trying to, steal or snipe from other people. That's usually what happens. They see the draft board on the screen that you guys are looking at right now. And then boom, we are on the clock. We are underway, the mock draft. This spot right here, no brainer. Duh. Now I'm on the clock. We all know who I'm about to take. There's really no point of actually debating or thinking who should go here. It should be 1 and 2, bang. CMC, Saquon. For sure, my dude, we are going to catch up. I need to be on another episode, bro. That episode, Would You Rather, was epic. I'm definitely coming back. For sure. Full send. But now we are underway at the mock draft. He took Zeke at 3. Obvious. A no-brainer here. Hopefully my boy does not get auto-drafted. My Clash of Clans mate, Dynasty Zammy, you better not get auto-drafted or you will be stoned to death. Come on, man. Hopefully you have notifications on. But even if he gets auto-drafted, I'm pretty sure, he's going to take the obvious. Oh, I'm so gassy. So I ran out of beer. So now I had to steal from the wife's collection. I got them Corona Seltzer. Will be my first time drinking this, so if it's disgusting, you will see my reaction because I usually don't drink these pieces of shit. What the fuck? Looks like he is about to get auto draft. Oh, for sure. The icon, for sure, I'm grabbing him. I should have never said that because I'm pretty sure some people are watching that are actually playing. But whatever, full send. Whoa, he came back. That was not an auto draft, ladies and gentlemen. Came back and slapped everybody in the face with Patty Mahomes, and then there we go, Lamar Jackson. Super flex rules, so there it is. That's where we need to be going. That's the direction we need to be heading. The 2 best quarterbacks are off the board now, so I think everybody pretty much is going to wait. You know what I mean? So there will probably be no pressure. Dynasty Guru, you're on the clock. I sent you a message, man. I wanted you to join me on here. That would have been epic. Please don't get auto-drafted. Please do not get auto-drafted. What am I doing, man? I ain't even got my banner up right now. It's pretty shitty. I got to make a new one. There we go. I definitely got to make a new one. Oh, boy. I do not like auto-drafting. Come on. I told everybody 8 o'clock. The good news is the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks are online right now. They are ready to go, ready to get their draft pick. I mean, Dynasty Guru, we were just talking, man. But yeah, back to what I was saying about this seltzer. So I ran out of beer, so this will be my first time. It's nice and cold. This Corona Seltzer, I had to dip in the wife's collection. And I'm not too sure how it tastes. It's my first time. So again, if it's disgusting, you'll see my actual true reaction. I'm going to pop this open. It smells fruity. Passion fruit lime. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I like the Trulies. Trulies are good. But the Corona, I've been hearing mixed reviews about them. There he is, the auto pick for Dalvin Cook. Now, the rest of the guys are online, except for Hank the Tank. He just was here. But this is going kind of slow. I kind of wish I just did 60 seconds because I kind of wanted people here and not to be auto-drafted. But Dalvin Cook is off the board, so he was never on my radar for obvious reasons. The dude's holding out. Dude's going to miss games regardless because he's going to get injured, so there's nothing really to worry about, people. My man said Dynasty Guru, more like Dynasty Auto Draft. I like it. What is the holdup, though, man? There we go. Devontae Adams, the first wide receiver off the board. That is very interesting. I would have took Michael Thomas. I'm not going to lie. But, we'll see how that turns out. There he is, Michael Thomas off the board back-to-back. You might have not seen Michael Thomas there. I don't know. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you know something that we don't know. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think who. Ooh, Kyler Murray. There it is. You're going to see the quarterbacks flying off the board. Super flex again. Scott Fishbowl rules. And Kyler Murray at the 109? Oh, no. Honestly, he would have looked elsewhere. Probably could have waited to get him, honestly, in a second. Alvin Kamara off the board at the 110. Hank the Tank, he was just here. Hopefully he does an auto draft. Let me put my notification on mute. Come on. Here he is. He's online. I'm really curious of how this is going to turn out, though, with the Super Flex. This is the first Real Deal Fantasy Super Flex mock draft of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Julio Jones. Cannot go wrong there with Julio at that 111 spot. He falls there a lot in some of these mock drafts, and I think draft day, he might end up in the middle. My league mates, I'm just speaking from my league. My league mates, they are unpredictable. It is literally just random with them. They're not rookies, they're not a bunch of, scrubs, but it's just a lot of shit happens. My man James, what round would you pick Cam in? In the Super Flex, Scott Fishbowl rules. I'll say roughly the 6th, 7th round is where I'll take Cam in like a regular redraft and like a PPR format, of course. I mean, I'm glad he's in, New England. I'm not believing the hype, that most of the people are putting under him. I mean, he's going to be good. It's not like he's going to be great. He's not going to be elite. We're not talking Patty Mahomes. We're not talking, Lamar Jackson. We're not talking anywhere to where like he's a must-own quarterback. So if I was to miss on Cam Newton, I would not lose any sleep whatsoever. I'll be good. You know what I mean? It'll be full send, elsewhere on the quarterbacks. But, I'm not really a quarterback guy. I always wait for my quarterbacks. I always like to get the guys that go under the radar who aren't really talked about, who literally are sitting there in the 10th round. You're kind of thinking, like, how the hell are they sitting here in the 10th round? Like, I'm a Matt Ryan believer. I'm a, Big Ben when he's healthy. Matthew Stafford, he's a tough dude. He suffered injury. He's due for a bounce back this year for a top 10 performance. So those are guys, just a few that I'll name that I can wait on and I'll get like, a top 7, a top 10 performance out of those guys. So, I'm not really trying to lose any sleep on these high round quarterbacks that go. If they fall to me, they fall to me. You know what I mean? It's not like I have to have this guy. It's never that situation with quarterbacks. Now, running back, that's a different story. Running backs are flying off the board this year, and it's going to be hard to actually try to do a no running back strategy because you're going to end up with a bunch of shit, in those later and mid rounds. So running backs, you're going to be looking at a Ronald Jones and a Marlon Mack and a Kieran Johnson trio there, and you're going to be sitting there like, what the fuck did I just do? So I do not encourage a zero running back strategy, and especially this year, you know what I mean? Too much is going on. Wide receivers, there's plenty of depth there. You can get so many wide receivers, in the mid to late rounds to where some of their values are promising. You'll get like a nice, Keenan Allen in like the 5th round, which is crazy to me that I've seen his ADP just drop. But let me talk about what the hell is going on in this draft right now. Hold up. We got Miles Sanders and then Aaron Jones, 2 guys that I am hands off. And I literally should not have said that guy from Philly's name because I said I wouldn't talk about that guy until week 4, until we see what exactly goes on. I'm not a Miles Sanders hater. I'm just an Eagles running back committee hater. I literally hate their system. And, I know Miles Sanders can be, a CMC, or he could be like how Saquon is. Like, they're both from Penn. So it's like they have, that talent. But the Eagles refuse to unleash the beast. I know Miles Sanders can be very, PPR monster, but it's like it's not going to happen with Boston Scott there, or them still looking for a veteran, them still looking in the market for another running back. So it's like annoying with the guy from Philly's situation. So I kind of want to wait. Like, my big draft day isn't until August, the end of August. So if there's no running back noise, if there's no training camp reports saying that they're gonna, do like a running back committee and it's a full set on Miles Sanders to be the RB1, to have nobody behind him, taking away touches, then okay, Miles Sanders in the 2nd or 3rd round, I could do that. That's fine. But again, overall, I am hands off. This guy right here is hands off of Miles Sanders. I don't want the headache. I don't want Boston Scott stealing touches that don't need to be stolen. You know what I mean? So here's a crazy fact that I tweeted the other day. Since Doug Peterson has been the head coach only 6 times has a running back gotten 20 touches in a game. Only 6 times since he's been head coach there. And I'm not too happy with that, taking a running back who's not going to see 20 touches at the end of the 1st round or the early 2nd round or mid 2nd round. I'm not full sending that just yet, because you know what I mean? Because I'm not a believer of guys who are only going to get 10, to 13 touches a game, splitting it with another fucking bum, a scrub that has no name or value or any type of role. You know what I mean? Just because that's the system that they want to put in. So that's my only problem with that guy in Philly. Only problem. Now I am on the board. So we got Kenyan Drake. We got D-Hop at the late 2nd round, 210. I'm not mad at it. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. Now let's see who I can draft. Who's on the board? For the people who are just joining, I am drafting on my phone, so you guys cannot see who I'm looking at, who I'm eyeing up, who I'm trying to steal, etc., etc. So I'm sitting here with Saquon Barkley. So honestly, I really do not need. Wait, hold up. Why are you capping about the AB? I'm not even gonna respond to that real quick. Let me draft real quick. So I got Saquon. I really don't need to go crazy on quarterback right now. Running back right now. So I do want to get a wide receiver 1. And I'm going with Godwin. I'm going with the Godwin, man. He's gonna be in that slot. He's going to be nice and safe and a nice security blanket for Mr. Tom Brady. He's not really going to air the ball out like crazy. He might to Mike Evans, etc. And then I don't know if you guys heard this crazy ass news from like a beat writer or whatever the fuck, that AB might be, in talks of signing, which is like crazy as hell to me, which I hope not. But I don't want to give that any life. I don't want to pay any attention to it. But it's like, we'll see what happens. I really don't need AB on that team. He just throws everything off. You know what I mean? They got Gronk, they got Mike Evans, they got Chris Godwin. No need to bring in Antonio Brown. He is really toxic. You know what I mean? He's a diva. He's a diva wide receiver, and those guys, I'm really like, stay back. I don't want them on my team. You know what I mean? It's good for, the 49ers or, Russell Wilson and Seattle Seahawks. It's good for everybody in my division. You know what I mean? I don't care. Screw them. Take him to the Cardinals. I don't care. He could destroy the team, and then my Rams will take the division. I am on the clock. I'm talking too much. So who am I going to go here? I got Godwin. I got Saquon. PPR, that's what I'm looking at right now. But I might have to change it up. I don't know. It is a super flex, but I probably could have waited on this. But I'm going to go Russell. Let's secure that spot right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this. Nick Chubb is still on the board. He should be going right here. Nick Chubb is still on the board, and we're in the 3rd round, people. So let that be known that, the Kareem Hunt, virus is spreading. He is on those heels. Nick Chubb is still on the board. DJ Moore, I love DJ Moore. I love him this year. Nick Chubb is off the board right now, ladies and gentlemen. He has a nice combo with Kenyan Drake and Nick Chubb. But like I was saying, back to what I was saying, Kareem Hunt virus is on the rise. It is spreading, but I really don't know what side of the fence to play. So for me, in my personal, my big money league and most of the other leagues that I have in the late, August going on, I'm probably hands off on both of them. I don't want the headache. I could be a scumbag when somebody takes Nick Chubb and then, I scoop up Kareem Hunt in like the 6th round or something like that. I could be that scumbag, but I'm not. That'll be a waste, honestly, because I don't know which side of the fence I really want to lean on of who's going to do what, who's going to be the 1A, 1B situation. I'm just hands off completely of it because, again, at the end of the day, it's still a Browns player. You know what I mean? The Browns suck. They're cancerous. I don't want any smoke with any of them. So we'll see. We will see. I just don't want the headache. That's just how I deal with my team come Sunday. I want to be start and forget, have no worries when I'm this high investing on some of these guys in the first 3 rounds because they're going to be the most contributors week to week when it comes to points. So I do not need the headache, with that investment. You know what I mean? So there's that. So for me, you heard it. I am hands off on Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. I do not need the headache. If I miss out on them, so what? Still there are options. I am completely good. I'm good, love. Enjoy. He said, why are you capping about late QB, blah, blah. He took Lamar right in front of me in our industry draft. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Brandon. I did. Because you guys let me. I didn't think he would go that far, so fuck it. Let me get Lamar Jackson. And let me get him. Why not? Ugh. This is okay. I'm not going to lie. The wife's collection is not that bad. Her liquor choices are really like seltzers and stuff. Like she gets all turned up on the beach and has the seltzers on deck, Me, I'm more of like a beer guy. Give me, my Blue Moon. Give me the Bud Light Platinum. Give me a Summer Shandy. You know what I mean? I'm not really a seltzer guy, but, when you're out of beer, you got to dip into the wife's, collection just to get a little buzz. Yeah, Nick Chubb so late, Hush. You see that? That's what I was saying. I think that Kareem Hunt, he got people shook, and I would be too. I honestly would be too. You know what I mean? But we shall see what happens. Dynasty Guru, I believe, is getting auto-drafted, so that's why he has the 3 running backs right there. But honestly, I wouldn't be mad if he did that, in a real draft because just easily, just looking stacked there when it comes to PPR. But let me touch on Leonard Fournette. This is probably an old narrative, an old thing that you probably already know. Leonard Fournette will not be catching 70 balls. It's not happening. Excuse me. It's not happening. So him catching 70 passes, it's not happening. It's not happening. Not happening again. So get that out of your mind. Don't be drafting him, with the thought of you thinking that he's going to catch a bunch of passes out of the backfield. Nope, because they brung in Chris Thompson. That is his role. That is his job. That's solely what they brung him in to do, to catch passes out the backfield. If you don't remember, there is drama going on in Jacksonville with Leonard Fournette. They do not want him there. He doesn't want to be there. You know what I mean? It's been rumors that they were trying to trade him. There have been rumors that, he's not happy. And then they had issues in the past, him going head on with the GM, the head coaches, sitting on the sideline looking like a sourpuss. So obviously, I don't think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to invest in him long-term. So therefore, this may be his last season in Jacksonville. So I'm not too big on taking Leonard Fournette. If I can get him really cheap, then, maybe why not? If he's going in as a role as my RB2 or as my flex or whatever the case may be, I honestly will put Leonard Fournette in that category where Melvin Gordon, David Johnson and Todd Gurley, you know what I mean? Because just too much behind the scenes is going on for me to invest in a Leonard Fournette. and he's not catching those passes at the backfield. So PPR leagues, it doesn't really bring that much value out of him. You know what I mean? So I'm not really a big, firm believer of a Leonard Fournette. But again, if you're getting for cheap, why not? I don't care. Just get him for cheap. That's all. Don't be, reaching or getting a high investment on Leonard Fournette with all this drama that's going on, people. So that just keep that in mind. That's a lot of things that people look over. Like they look at numbers, they look at stats, they look at the team, they look at the coach, but they don't look at the off-field issues. They don't look at the psyche behind all this about, him tweeting, go get Cam Newton, when the Jags already like put full send on Minshew and, to be their quarterback. So you basically saying replace our current leader in the locker room. That doesn't sit well with some players in the locker room either. He has an O-line, they might not want to block for him, if they know it's a run play. Leonard Fournette might be getting negative 3-4 yards. We've seen it happen before. It's just too much drama with Leonard Fournette. But moving on, let's move on to the next player. Who we got? Hank the Tank is on the clock. It looks like he's about to get auto-drafted. I put 2 minutes, man. You guys should have notifications on. A real sneaky pick that just went by. I mean, Zach Attack went Dak, full send on Dak. He is taking advantage of this super flex league, which you should be. Lamar Jackson and Dak as your super flex, that is, nice. That's a nice little combo. Deshaun Watson, give him some help. That's all I'm going to say. Give him some help. But I do like Deshaun overall as a quarterback. It just sucks what they're doing. They're like torturing the guy there, man. Like you're taking away his best wide receiver. You're replacing him, with a injury-prone guy. You got Will Fuller there who will miss games. I'm not going to say he's going to be healthy this year. We give him that chance every year. We draft him every single year for Will Fuller to give us 16 games. He will not give us 16 games, people. It's not going to happen. Brandon Cooks is good. He's good. He's due for another 1,000-yard season. He's done it on every single team, every location he has gotten to. So I do expect 1,000 yards out of Brandon Cooks. But for fantasy, I don't know how good he will be week to week. So I do like that they brought in Randall Cobb, the veteran, but I don't see him being like great. I mean, the last time he's been a top 10 wide receiver was probably like 2013, I believe. I might be wrong on the year, but it's very long ago when he was fantasy relevant. So he finished last year at wide receiver 44. So it's like, his wide receiver core is not that great, people. That's my only issue. And Kiki QT, we all had, a little time where we grabbed him off a waiver wire and we had some hopes. We had some dreams about Kiki QT, about being the replacement for Will Fuller when he's hurt, but he's actually injury prone as well. So there's that. Mark Andrews finally off the board. I thought he would go a little bit earlier, but that's a nice little pick right there. Odell Beckham and then Mark Andrews. I like your running backs. Looking real dangerous right now. Besides that, Odell Beckham, you guys know where I sit with Odell Beckham. OBJ is on my shit list. He constantly burns me every single year. I don't know how many times I got to tell you guys about OBJ when it comes to playoffs. He'll take you to the dance, but he's leaving you right at the door, people. That's exactly how I feel. Another auto draft by Hank the Tank. He took Todd Gurley, which I didn't see going into the 4th round anyway. I knew he was eventually going to get, so that's probably not like a truly auto draft. Or I wasn't paying attention. He jumped in and jumped out and picked him, but hopefully he does that right now with only 45 seconds on the board. Allen Robinson, another sneaky pick that I just went over. I should have talked about, but he is an underdog. I do want all smoke with him. He's going to see a shit long of targets. He saw over 150 targets last season, and he's going to do it again. Hopefully Nick Foles gets in, he gets right to business, and he can get the job done, and then they can build this chemistry, and we'll call it a day. He'll be a top 10, wide receiver once again. This Clyde Edwards, man, another guy I am not like 1,000% sure on. I'm not investing in him either. He's on my personal, do not draft list. For me, I'm not going to preach to you guys not to draft anybody. I don't understand why people do that because it's only based off of what they would do come draft day. But I'm not going to preach that. I am just not investing into a Clyde Edwards. I'm happy to miss that train because did we not see what Damian Williams did in the Super Bowl? Like, are we forgetting that he's actually okay? Like, he's a good running back. But, that's neither my business or care because I'm not drafting him to begin with. Starting to fly through these picks. Calvin Ridley, Juju, my man Juju. Hopefully he gets his bounce back with Big Ben coming back. He was a letdown last season. I did expect, at least a top 10 performance out of Juju. I expected Big Ben to be healthy, of course, but we didn't see that happen. But Big Ben is getting old, but he still seems like he can play. Even with his addiction to porn and alcohol, which he's living like a rock star, by the way. I don't know why he needed to say that or put that in the public, but live like a rock star, in the off season. Who cares? But anyway, Juju was a letdown last season, but he's healthy. Big Ben is healthy. It should be a full send. They got some help in the wide receiver core. James Conner is also back and healthy. He's going to be a feature back. He's not going to be the, full send RB1 back. So gassy. What the fuck is that? It might be the seltzer. Ooh, come on, Indy Nation. You were just here. Don't get auto drafted. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get auto drafted. Come on, man. Can I change the time like mid draft? Let me see if I can do that. If I could do that, that would be awesome. Yeah, Guru asleep. Damn, that was a long pause. I got tuned into my phone. My bad. But anyway, I was just reading the comments that's going on in this mock draft right now. 13%. Dynasty dickbag. So I guess they're cutting up Guru because he's auto drafting full send. He's kind of messing it up because he's like right in the middle. You know what I mean? And Jeezy's right behind him, so I'm pretty sure he's mad. He's getting sniped by players he's not even like truly picking. So I completely feel your pain. I definitely feel your pain there. You know what? I hate doing this, but I got to do it. I wanted to give him a chance, but it wasn't happening. Yeah, save power mode, bro. I see you're on 13%. Save power mode. Le'Veon Bell off the board finally. I was honestly going to take him if he ended up here for me. But moving on. Time to queue up another player. Not that I'm like a big Jets or, Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, I'm going to change the clock. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not a big Jets fan. I'm not a big Adam Gates fan. Like all his fucking plans to be a head coach is just cancer. It's just, he convinced us that Ryan Tannehill was trash. He convinced us that Kenyan Drake was trash. They go to new teams and look at him shining like a star. But Le'Veon Bell, I still want parts of. He's the RB1. He's going to catch a shit ton of passes out of backfield. You know what I mean? And he's just going to be useful. He's going to be serviceable, and he's going to be an RB2. So I'll take it. He could be possibly a flex as well. And I'm trying to see if I can change the clock. I probably have to pause. If I have to pause the draft, I'm going to be pissed off. All right, here we go. I can do it. Picks are going to be 60 seconds. Oh, I am on the clock now. So I'm sitting here with Saquon, Chris Godwin, Russell Wilson. Who should I get? Looking at the running backs. Running backs are good. Some wide receivers that I can still wait on, that I still think I can end up with. But if I'm going to be honest with myself, I need to secure the bag. And I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor. Yum, 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 yum. Guy is a beast. He's going to be a beast. He's going to steal Marlon Mack's job, obviously. It's just a clear, wide open. You know what I mean? Marlon Mack's not going to be there next year. I can almost guarantee that. If they give that boy a contract, they are smoking dick. But Nyheim Hines, 2021, I want all smoke with. I want all shares with, especially if Rivers is still there. I definitely want all shares of Nyheim Hines in 2021. We might get a glimpse of it. We honestly might get a glimpse of Nyheim Hines, like the preview, once Marlon Mack gets hurt from whatever he does, you know what I mean, behind Jonathan Taylor, behind JT. So we might get a preview of that, of what might go on with Nyheim Hines and JT. You know what I mean? So I'm not praying or hoping for a Marlon Mack injury, but he's kind of just in the way right now. You know what I mean? So I think we all pretty much feel like that. He's just really in the way. Like, just go away. Go get traded. Now, I'm probably going to get ate up for this, but it is a mock draft. I just kind of have to at this point. If I'm going to get him in the 5th round, I'm going to take Keenan Allen. He's going to produce. But you guys know how I feel about Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor is probably the worst decision for them to move forward with into week 1. Quick question, James. Would you rather Gurley or David Johnson? I mean, come on, bro. You can't ask me that. But I'm going to go Gurley. You know what I mean? I feel like they're going to use and abuse him. I feel like he still has something in the tank. You know, he's on a 1-year contract. They have nothing to really lose. You know what I mean? And it's like David Johnson, he's really not in a question mark, but he's not exactly in a system where, you know, I think that he can be the number 1 option out of the backfield passing the ball. Too, it's like, I don't know how much game does David Johnson still have. You know what I mean? Gurley was a different situation. You know, they wanted the Rams really. This is what happened with Gurley. I'm going to put this out here one more time. Gurley signed a big contract, so they were going to kind of pull back on his touches because they knew about the knee injury. So they paid him. So they kind of wanted to pull back on his touches to give him the longevity out of his entire contract. That's what happened. That's why, you know, the trade rumors popped up, and then we had to release him because nobody wanted to take on that contract. So the issue with Gurley and his knee, it wasn't really that him himself couldn't produce. He just wasn't really like pushed to have that opportunity to showcase, you know, the things that we saw out of 2017 Gurley, him catching screens out of the backfield, him running very hard. There's times last season, if you watch the film, where you see Gurley running really, really hard. Like, you're like, dude, chill out. You're going to get hurt. You know what I mean? And then I think the Rams kind of seen that. So I honestly think they kind of like fucked him in a way, but, you know, it's all business at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Hopefully he does good in Atlanta. I believe that he'll do good in Atlanta. You know, it's definitely, you know, Gurley is definitely somebody I could see on my roster if I can get him in the later rounds, like, you know, the 4th, 5th round. He'll be a RB2, you know, a flex, but I definitely believe he'll do good there. And David Johnson, he'll do good too, but, you know, the question was Gurley or David Johnson, but I'm going Gurley. Honestly, you got Drew Brees and Wentz off the board. Interesting. I don't have much to say about that. I'm not mad. Not mad at Wentz. Wentz produced with shitty wide receivers, even though I hate the Eagles. Hate the Eagles, you know, fans and stuff, but Wentz produced still with shitty wide receivers, and he had a guy named Nelson Aguilar on his team that was dropping literally everything. So, you know, he still was, you know, a good quarterback. So I'm not mad at it. He should be better this year with the additions and, you know, a healthy Deshaun Jackson back. And then they traded to get Marquise Goodwin. So hopefully he stays healthy. They're all fast. They're all fast as shit. You know what I mean? They got Ruggs there. They got 3 wide receivers that basically do the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you guys are all fast. Great. Would you rather have Mark Andrews or go wide receiver and then go after Johnny Smith or upside tight end? Ooh. That's a good question. I honestly would have Mark Andrews because he's going to be the number 1 option there. They still don't have any, like, you know, great wide receivers, even though Hollywood is good, but can Hollywood stay healthy? You know what I mean? That is the issue as well. I think Hollywood is going to be great, but I still think Mark Andrews is going to be the guy to lean on. You know what I mean? They got rid of Hayden Hurst, so all those targets just opened up for Mark Andrews to be a baby Grunk. So I'd rather have Mark Andrews, honestly. You know, Johnny Smith is a guy that I'm on that train too. I want him to do well. But then again, we just need to see something that is like set in stone for Johnny Smith to be, you know, that great wide receiver. Upside tight end, I don't know. I can't say that I'll take a good wide receiver and then upside of a tight end. You know what I mean? A good wide receiver, I would say, would probably be like, you're probably thinking like Robert Woods, a DK, AJ Brown, kind of in that area. You know what I mean? I don't know. That is definitely a good question. Can't guard Mike back in his boy breathe. Super Bowl run? Hell no. The Saints have a curse. I'm telling you, the refs hate the Saints. As a Rams fan, I can't even admit that call was crazy. I'm not gonna say it's bullshit. The ball was uncatchable, but that was definitely a pass interference. I'm not blind, you know what I mean? I'm not one of those Rams fans where they do no wrong, but I think the refs have it out for the Saints. So Super Bowl run, he will literally have to run the ball in every single play for him to actually win because the refs got it out for the Saints. I don't know what the Saints did. Maybe it's Greg Williams' fault, back in the day when they had that hit list, I don't know. Maybe it's because of that. The NFL just don't fuck with the Saints. God, I keep drinking this seltzer. It gets me gassy. For those who are just joining, yes, I'm drinking a seltzer. Had to dip into the wife's collection because I'm out of beer, unfortunately, which sucks. There he is, Hollywood Brown off the board. Geis, my man, Hank the Tank. I don't know if he's auto-drafting. I keep forgetting to look to see if he's auto-drafting, but I'm not mad at these running backs at all. He has Gurley. He has David Johnson. He has Mark Ingram. I'm not mad at the Mark Ingram pick only because we didn't see what J.K. Dobbins can do. We don't see the situation that's going to go on there. We don't know exactly what's going on. But Baltimore taking a high prospect, running back a top prospect, that definitely indicates that they're looking for the future. Mark Ingram is not going to be the answer. He's not going to be the answer going 2, 3, 4 years from now when Lamar Jackson is still on the team. So J.K. Dobbin and, Lamar Jackson definitely is the future. But for now, right now, I do not think that, they're going to completely X out Mark Ingram. So I'm not mad at that pick at all for him to be on rosters. Josh Allen and then Matt Ryan. I need to get me a quarterback like now. I should have got Josh Allen. I thought he was going to make it here. But obviously, these guys know what they're doing. Aaron Rodgers, fantasy-wise, You know what I mean? That's another situation that scares me. I feel like they're like purposely trying to piss Aaron Rodgers off. Like, you don't piss off your quarterback, man. You don't go to the draft and do the things that they did. They brought in AJ Dillon. That was probably like their best pick. And it's like, dude, your team didn't get like exactly better. All right, I'm done with this seltzer. It's making me gassy. But anyway, that whole situation is just weird to me. Like, how do you go in the draft day and come out with like really nothing? Let me check the lead chat. There's a lot of text messages going on. Get your QB before it's too late. Dude, it is too late. Oh, shit. -1 for incompletions. Nice. Terry McLaurin. There he is. Damn it. Another guy that I was trying to get later over here. You know what I mean? But I saw Keenan Allen. I have to take Keenan Allen. He's there. Pairing him up with Chris Godwin is a nice little combo situation. My running backs are looking good. My quarterback's looking good. Now I need to get a quarterback right here. Definitely need to get a quarterback because they're flying off the board. Super flex. I didn't think you guys would be like killing it right now with these fucking quarterbacks. Ew, I gotta take it. Why did I do that? Ended up with a fucking Tom Brady. Oh my God. Matty Stafford, that would have been my other option if Tom Brady was off the board already. Now I'm going to, oh my God, these tight ends. I could wait. Back to the running backs. Now here is the situation here. Now, running backs are looking a little thin right now. I could just get another wide receiver and just be, set there because I really don't need another running back unless they're on bye. You know what I mean? Unless they get hurt. But I'm probably going to just get my dude, the PPR monster, Jarvis Landry. Ladies and gentlemen, he benefits with Odell there. Odell will bring the main attention. He'll bring the number one corner. He'll bring the double coverage. He'll bring on the drama as well because he's also a diva wide receiver. He's going to be wanting all the targets. He's going to be wanting all the touchdown looks. So give me Jarvis Landry, the safe bet, the PPR monster who will be there for Baker when Odell Beckham is on the sideline come playoffs. Just saying. These are facts. Got some comments going through. Oh, man. Joe Burrow. Whoa. You had no choice, honestly. There was no quarterback left. So I'm not mad at you. Not mad at you at all. You had to. Burrow or Higbee, that man, God, man. I hate going in on my own players. Tyler Higbee is not going to be what you guys think, man. He's not going to be, what you guys are expecting. He's not going to start the season or be in mid-season form how he ended the season, being, such a top tight end or whatever the case may be. It's going to be very disappointing when you see Gerald Everett on the field and Tyler Higbee on the field, Tyler Higbee blocking while Gerald Everett goes out for a pass. You're going to be very disappointed. You're going to be heartbroken. He is part of the Heartbreak Kid Club, HBK. That's what I call it. The guy from Philly is part of that club. Tyler Higbee, like I said, is part of that club. Dalvin Cook is part of that club. The guy that just went off the board is off in that club, the Heartbreak Kid. Darren Waller, another guy. Actually, I'm not mad of where he went in this draft. I could have seen him go where Ertz is at, but we didn't. So Waller, at this price, I'll take it. No problem. No headache there. You know what I mean? But I've been seeing Waller go exactly where Ertz is in this draft. So that is my only issue with Waller. He's going too high. He's just going too high. You know what I mean? We have to remember that his quarterback is Derek Carr. And we have to remember last year they had an injured wide receiver core. They really had nobody out there. They had nobody on that field that was good at football besides Darren Waller. So that's why he saw so many targets. That's why he saw so many catches. When the wide receiver core is healthy, we shall see where Darren Waller fits. We will see how this goes. You know what I mean? Especially with the new additions as well. We'll see who's who come week 1. There he is, the most unappreciated wide receiver. Right there for you, Marvin Jones. Marv. Oh, my God. I didn't even see Cam Akers go. I didn't even talk about that, man. Cam Akers is going to kill it. Try not to be biased because he's a Ram, obviously. But the dude is a beast. He's a freaking rolling bowling bar, bro. He's going to eat. He's going to eat it all up. And I don't want to go in on a rant of why Darrell Henderson is not going to be anything special. He's not going to be the guy. He's not going to be the 1B. Because, again, there's a guy that's been there for years since Gurley, and that is Malcolm Brown, who knows the playbook, who outplayed Henderson, who had more opportunity than Henderson. So let's not get wishy-washy and get sucked into that mainstream, bullshit that people sell you. Like, I'm not with that. Check the chat. Got you. What's going on in the chat? Ha! Ha. You can't wait for Higbee to finish top 5 under my nose. What week will this be? Because he'll probably do it. He'll probably do it like week 7, or he'll do it week 3. It'll be random where he'll finish the top 5. But overall, stop it. Do you understand? Like, yeah, they paid him, but do you not realize every year we draft a tight end? We make that tight end room cluttered. We draft tight ends as if we're drafting offensive linemen. So it's like I don't understand this whole Higbee hype, man. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. He's gonna go off for like 1 week when he's game scripted to go off. You know what I mean? Where they don't need that max protection, where he don't need to sit in the backfield to protect Goff. It's not gonna happen. Is there a new offense that I'm not aware of? I mean, I'm a firm believer if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm a firm believer of that. But with Sean McVay, that is not the truth. We've seen Todd Gurley catch freaking 80 balls. We've seen him catch a bunch of balls out of the backfield. Besides the knee injury, going into that next season, we did not see screens to Todd Gurley anymore because people are going to game plan against that. People are going to game plan against Higbee. What was broken? No way. It was not broken. It was not broken. Stop. Gurley was going off. If Gurley would have stuck to that, he said, then Higbee broke out and Goff got better. All right. I seen the stats. I seen the numbers. We'll see. That's all I'm going to say. We'll see. Deep dive, we will see. I'll give it until week 6. That'll be a firm, the first quarter is gone of the season, and then we're halfway through the second. We will see where Tyler Higbee will be sitting. We'll see where he'll be ranked. We'll see his numbers. We'll see his targets, and we'll go over it together. We'll jump on an episode, and we'll do it together. I promise you that. I just know for a fact Sean McVay is the king of heartbreak. Heartbreak kid. He is Shawn Michaels. Yank your chain, bro. By doing Higbee. Listen, man. I hate talking down about my players. Listen, I hate talking down about my players, but I gotta talk facts. You know what I mean? The numbers were cute. He did make Goff better at the end of the season, but that's because Everett was hurt. Because Cooks was hurt. A lot of things were going on. Todd Gurley was literally on his way out. Like a lot of things were going on, man. But a new philosophy, I'm all for it. Excuse me. God damn it, the fucking seltzer. So gassy. I hate when I get gassy. Let's talk about some of these picks that just went off the board. This is a long mock draft, by the way. I usually don't do these long. I usually end in the 10th round. Whoa. My man here with a nice little steal of Devontae Parker, Brandon Cooks, and DJ Chark. And then Odell Beckham. That's not a bad wide receiver core. I give it a B minus because I don't like OBJ. Hayden Hurts finally off the board. I was wondering where he was going to be floating. I was wondering where he was going to go. It's a plug-and-play situation where he's stepping in, in the shoes of Austin Hooper. So I really, don't say any real problems with Hayden Hurst in Atlanta. You know what I mean? He's another guy that you can get real late, obviously. As we were speaking, my boy Jared Goff is off the board. It's a super flex league. He can give you some points matched up with that Kyler Murray. But it's going to suck when they play each other. Definitely going to suck because I'm going to be rooting for Kyler. I definitely want Kyler to do good. Especially with D-Hop. That's going to be a weird game for me. I'm obviously going to want us to win, but I definitely want Kyler to do good. Got to support my boy. Oh, man. God. Indy Nation, you're going to be hurting that running back. I tell you that right now. I know this is an auto draft. I'm pretty sure something came up, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be struggling if this was a real league. He said instead of drafting, I'm going to find you and stone you to death, Juan. I'm going to stone you to death if you auto draft. Don't watch me, watch you, auto draft. That is toxic behavior. Who's the worst quarterback in the league? You're probably talking about Goff. I'll let that slide. I do not condone any Jared Goff bad talk. He was set up for failure. Fucking Jeff Fisher put his hands on him. Cancer to football. Look at have the timer wind down. That is toxic behavior, bro. That's fucked up. Toxic behavior. AJ Green off the board. I think AJ is going to have a bounce back. I mean, before the injuries, he left us with a top 10 performance. So I think, with the new swagger of Joe Burrow there, the Tiger King, I think that there'll be something to play for. You know what I mean? I really don't think there was anything to really play for, in the situation, especially with him in contract talks, it was just a mess. So AJ Green does have something to play for. He's trying to get paid the big bucks, but he's getting up there in age, you know what I mean? So he's not going to cash in like crazy, but he's just trying to, lead the league with a little bit of change that he can, live the rest of his life with, but we shall see. Now, TJ Hawkinson, I think he has some bounce back ability, even though he shit the bed the entire season. But I'll give it up to say that Matthew Stafford was hurt. That's the only narrative I can actually, or excuse I can really give him. You know what I mean? Auto draft. Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, I was a full send on, but I got a question with CeeDee Lamb there now. That was an unnecessary pick by fucking Jones, but he snatched that shit right from the Eagles. He does not want to see the Eagles prosper. He'd rather have CeeDee Lamb on his team than go against CeeDee Lamb twice a year. So that was a smart move by Jerry, but he's also an asshole for that. He destroyed Michael Gallup hype. There it is, Mr. I am injured and I'll only give you half a season, Will Fuller. Toxic behavior, bro. It's not even funny. It's fucked up, bro. Man, this is a long draft. We got 13 rounds. 13 rounds of this. I don't even know who I'm going to pick. I need to queue up some players, but my team looking kind of nice right now. I'm not going to lie. I just hope that Keenan Allen works out, though. That's all I'm hoping for in real life. Because I think I have shares of Keenan Allen in real life, actually. Here we go. Who we got? Ah, damn it, James White. I tweeted about James White today. I definitely wanted him on my team. I want all smoke with him, especially with Cam Newton there. But we shall see what happens. Who should I get? I'm going to get a tight end right now. I'm surprised he's still here, but fuck it. Give me Gronk. Gronk is probably going to be touchdown dependent. I said before in a video, I don't see Tom Brady looking to Rob Gronkowski over a Mike Evans or Chris Godwin. I just don't see it happening. There may be times he'll be a look, but he's not going to be the number one option. Definitely not. That's out of consideration. Let's not pretend that, he didn't get older. You know what I mean? He wasn't really in football shape. He's going to have to get in football shape now, which I'm not saying it's hard for him to do. But let's not act like he wasn't like just destroying his body, drinking beers and going wild crazy, doing crazy shit, signing deals with the WWE. Football was not on his mind at the time. So when he saw Brady go to Tampa, obviously he was just like, yo, I want back in. You know what I mean? So that was definitely cool to see actually happen and come into reality. Him and Tom link back up. It's my turn on the draft board. Who we got? I still feel like I could wait for this one guy, so I'm probably going to wait on him. I don't see the urge to go get him now, but I will. Give me some Slayton. So my wide receiver core, I feel like I'm very comfortable with. Full sending on Slayton. I really think that, he could be the best wide receiver in that core. Hopefully Danny Dimes has everything together. Hopefully, he could ball the fuck out, with no worries, and Saquon stay healthy, and they have a good team on their hands, a nice wide receiver core. I wouldn't say it's like an elite, but it's a nice little collection, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the first year where we got Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, and Brandon Cooks, you know what I mean? That's That was a good wide receiver core. I like that wide receiver core better than when we had Sammy Watkins and Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. I definitely favor the Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp combination. So I'm not going to say talent-wise, obviously not, with Golden Tate, Darius Slayton, and Sterling Shepard, but I do like that little combination of the wide receiver core. It gives Danny Dimes some options outside of Saquon, so I'm full sending on that. Drew Lock it up. Honestly, I thought Drew Lock was going to go earlier, but you still ended up with him with, Patty Mahomes in the first round, so good for you. It's crazy. I'm not going to say his name. Because he's going to go now. Just because I'm thinking about him, I know he's about to go in this round. It'd be insane if he makes it back to me. I'll literally scream. Matt Breida, I think he's going to do good. I just need him to stay healthy. He's very explosive. He has that, home run speed, that home run ability out of him, but it's a matter of health. So it's a matter if you draft him, just know, you know what I mean, Jordan Howard's the next man up. Dynasty Guru again. Auto draft. I know his team wouldn't look like this. You know what I mean? If he was here. So that's what kind of bothers me. I hate when people auto draft and it's like you just destroy what can be. You know what I mean? You kind of just mess everything up. Kirk Cousins, ew. It's like, nah. Kirk Cousins should be fine. I do like Justin Jefferson there. He definitely can be the guy once Adam Thielen goes down. You know what I mean? I'm not 100% sure if we could put that injury prone on Adam Thielen yet. But I definitely think Justin Jefferson is going to be a nice plug and play in that offense, and he will eat as well. And honestly, we haven't seen that much. Have we seen a lot of rookie wide receivers off the board? Not really. Yeah, not really. Not that many rookie wide receivers off the board right now. It should be interesting. My man, Indy Nation. I know it's 5 seconds, but I don't want to wait 5 seconds. Just Finn on the clock. Take a look at your team. Kyler, Travis, Clyde, Juju, Connor, Cam, JK. Not bad. Not bad. A lot of potential, a lot of, you got your eggs in one basket type ordeal with Clyde, with that high of an investment on a rookie running back. I mean, who knows? He could be a Saquon. He could be a CMC. CMC at once upon a time was going in the third round. Once upon a time, Saquon was going in the late first round. So you never know. Maybe, Clyde ends up being the Saquon story or the CMC story where we're taking, the first 4 picks of next year's draft for the 2021 season. Pondo, you been out auto draft, sir. Jamison Crowder is oh, you bastard. You went and did it. Pondo at it again. Pondo's back at it again. Yo, what up, my dude? It's good, Detroit. Oh, man, Chris, what's good with you? Listen. Cam Newton is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly who I was talking about in the earlier this round. I knew if I said his name, he would go, but me thinking him, I knew he would go. CeeDee Lamb. Oh, man. I think Cam Newton's going to be fine. Maybe should have done Big Ben. Nah, Pondo. Don't worry about it. Killer Cam going to do fine. We have to realize people are producing this narrative that, Cam Newton's going to suck because his wide receiver core sucks. Cam never really had like a great wide receiver core. Like that never was like, a thing where, he had like such a great wide receiver core. I think like back in like when Steve Smith Jr. was still playing, that was a good wide receiver core. But after that, it was like mediocre, Curtis Samuel, and then Calvin Benjamin. You guys remember him? Scrub. You know what I mean? Greg Olsen was still kicking. He was still being the number one option. Then CMC came into the picture. So, like, Cam always had help. Let's put it like that. He has help. And he has a decent wide receiver core, in New England with him and Mohamed Sanu, who's out there in age as well. Julian Edelman, old as fuck, 34 years old. Jesus Christ. But he has young talent like N'Keal Harry, which, I feel like he'll have weapons to use. He'll be fine. And he has James White. He has Sony Michel. So it's not like he's totally out there with just a bunch of scrubs. And again, we've seen Carson Wentz do that with no wide receivers where he was able, to throw for like 4,000 yards, to still have a decent year, to be a top 10 quarterback. So you know what I mean? Like that doesn't always play into the role. Yeah, there's Cam. Yep. He was in everybody's queue. Deshaun Jackson, could have went undrafted. Wide receiver core looking very sus, my guy. Juju is probably your only good wide receiver right now. Of the elites, my bad. Because Jamison Crowder, he was sneaky good. He could be sneaky good this year too. But the week-to-week basis, we'll have to come back and address. You know what I mean? My man said, good night, gents. My man phone died. Indy Nation, auto draft, the entire draft. Come on, bro. Kirk Cousins. Who you gonna follow up with, Jeezy? Let's see who you follow up with. There it is. Justin Jefferson, the plug and play. I think he's gonna do good, man. I really hope that he does good. Oh, I didn't see Debo. I don't know. I'm not too worried about his injury. You know what I mean? I think Debo will be fine. I wasn't a big Debo fan to be taking him where I'll be taking a Terry McLaurin or a Tyler Lockett or a Diggs. Like, I wouldn't see myself taking a Debo Samuel, over these guys here. But, you know what I mean? We shall see what happens in that situation. Another auto draft, and I'm gassy and I didn't even drink the seltzer. Phillip Lindsay, I think he still has a role. He still has some value. Alexander Madison, that is a great handcuff. He's probably the best handcuff right now, out there. Who's next? Let's try to go guns blazing through these last rounds. I didn't even see the Christian Kirk pick. I don't know if he's going to exist, honestly. D-Hop takes up for 2 wide receivers. That's all I'm going to say. You still got Larry Fitzgerald there. So there might be some scraps left for Christian Kirk. Doesn't seem like he's going to auto draft. Noah Fant. There he is. Tied up with the Drew Lock. Lock it up. Definitely like Fant this year. I definitely think he's going to be doing very well with Drew Lock. With a year on his belt, he gets the full year, full send. Oh, I did not see him still on the board, but we'll wait. We will wait. I really don't need running backs, but just to be safe, I'm going to hate this pick. I just know I am. I don't like it. Boom! I'm lying. I did not see him still there. I'll take A.J. Dillon. Some of you already know how I feel about A.J. Dillon. No, I don't honestly believe 100% he's going to take Aaron Jones' job. For that to happen, Aaron Jones obviously will have to be hurt, or whatever the case may be. He's also looking to cash in. He's also quoted that he's going to raise his game because obviously A.J. Dillon is nothing to be slept on. He's going to be gunning for that starting job, and I could think we could see a tide shift between the middle of the season to where we're going to see A.J. Dillon getting very, very involved. You got to be crazy to think Aaron Jones is going to mirror anything that he did last season when it comes to freaking, the touchdowns. Like the 19 touchdowns was very, very important. So it's like Aaron Jones' value is definitely based off of him having 1,000 yards, which is cute, which is good. Him having a PPR value, catching the balls out of the backfield, which is also great. But the touchdowns what really pushed him into the second round. I honestly feel like Aaron Jones is still a third-round pick or beyond, or whatever the case may be. I don't think he's that high second-round pick that everybody's taking him. Like, he's a good running back. I'm not shitting on his talent whatsoever. But A.J. Dillon, oh, fuck. You guys didn't even tell me I was on the board. I'm about to get auto-drafted. Son of a bitch. Who did I get? Screw it. Marlon Mack. Whatever. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's going to be hard to keep A.J. Dillon off of the fucking field. It's going to be hard. And he's definitely going to be checking in on goal line touches. He's definitely going to be checking in the red zone. He's definitely going to be taking those touchdowns away from Aaron Jones. That's my only problem. That's the only case that needs to be said. We all love touchdowns, people. That's what we're here for. We love seeing our players getting touchdowns and get that 6 points or 4 points, whatever, how your league is set up. That's what we love to see. And that's exactly what we fell in love with Aaron Jones with last year, with him having 19 touchdowns, but it's not going to happen again. So for us to be gassing him, for us to be taking him so high and put him at this pedestal that A.J. Dillon won't even sniff the field, you know what I mean? Like, that is just fucking crazy to me. They didn't go out there and get a top prospect for nothing. He's obviously the future, you know what I mean? And the question is in the air. Are they going to pay Aaron Jones that big money? You know what I mean? Is he going to earn it this season? I know he's going to be trying to earn it. I definitely think that he deserves to get paid. You know, running backs do need to get paid. You know, they take the most beatings. You know what I mean? They have the shortest careers. So they do need to get paid now. I don't know why that's so hard for, you know, some coaches or GMs or organizations to understand. Like, running backs want to be paid big by the time it's their third or fourth year in their contract, the rookie contract, because their body has been taking a toll, you know, years before that. They've been taking a toll when they were playing in high school, when they were playing, you know, college ball. So they want to get paid now because they take a beating. They take the worst beating out of all the skilled players. So why not, you know, pay them now and pay them the big money? But that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother, you know, spiel of things. But I definitely think you got to be crazy to think that A.J. Dillon's not going to be, you know, threatening to the job, not threatening to the touches and stuff like that. It's definitely something to look out for. I wonder what's going on Twitter real quick. Oh, we got some views in here. What we got on the draft board? Zach Moss. You know, that was an auto draft, so it wasn't like something that he actually did. I really wish we did 10 rounds. Damn, 2 people left. So here's the deal. We got 2 rounds left. We can check it out. Pondo, you on the board. Look, you can still get Big Ben, can't you? Yeah, go ahead, get Big Ben. Get Big Ben. Big Ben, Matthew Stafford, Matt Ryan, or definitely the 3 quarterbacks I believe in. Pittman Jr. I definitely like him and Paris Campbell. I had high hopes for fucking Paris last year, man, and it didn't go as planned. You know what I mean? But it's not like I reached on him or anything like that in my money league. It's not like I went crazy to go get him. He just became like a bench warmer. He became not useful, and I hate guys like that. You know what I mean? So that was just a big letdown. You know, hopefully this season he gets it together. There it is, N'Keal Harry. I was wondering where he was going to go. Indy Nation's gone. Yeah, let's power through this last couple rounds. I think Jeezy's gone. Fuck. I shouldn't have let him auto draft that. A nice wide receiver 2 in Green Bay right there. It's promising for him, but it's not a full send. It's not guaranteed that he'll do great week to week. I definitely want him on my team to see what happens. He could be a nice flex. You know what I mean? And he could possibly be a steal. You see how late he's going. He's going later in some drafts that I've been doing. So it's like I definitely want shares. I definitely want parts of him. I definitely think that he can produce for that team. Henderson, yeah, we expected that. Guru. Deep dive. Who you getting? Let's keep the ball rolling. Let me get my pick next. Hold up. I am on the board. Who should I get? I'm gonna grab another quarterback. I'll go Tanny. Why not? Tannehill was a waiver wire hero. He carried you guys to the playoffs at the end of the season, which is legit. I just realized earlier when I was talking about the Eagles wide receivers, I definitely said Ruggs. I meant to say Rieger. Nobody gonna call me out on that? What the fuck? Hunter Henry getting no love. He shouldn't. Can the man stay healthy? That is the big question. And he has Tyrod Taylor, so no smoke. I am on the clock. Running backs are still interesting, but I'm good on that. Wide receivers. Great value here. That's what I'm saying. Wide receivers are deep this year, bro. I'm looking at two dudes that I think will go off. But I'm going to get last year's waiver wire hero. Rashad Perriman set up for success. He'll obviously be, the go-to wide receiver. Jameson Crowder's still there, which is dope. He could be a nice slot. We got Denzel Mims there, who's going to be trying to make a statement. He's not going to be fighting to get on the field. He's definitely going to be on the field, but everything comes down and boils down to Sam Darnold. We shall see how that goes. Auto draft, and auto draft. Yeah, we're here at the end. Let's just wrap it up. 2 picks left. This was a great mock draft. I want to thank you guys for coming out. I'm sweating. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm tired. We've been here for an hour and 12 minutes, people. So this was a great experience. This was a great time. 2 picks left. Let's get out of here. You know what I mean? Definitely got to do this again. I'm going to try to do this every Sunday. From now on, being that it's July, we are 1 month away from all the big money leagues that are coming up when the preseason's done. There probably won't be a preseason. Let me stop saying that. There probably won't be a preseason, but we shall see what happens. But I'm getting out of here. I want to thank you guys for coming through for another great episode of Real Deal Fantasy HQ with your boy LQ. Peace.